Hi Sarthak, long time no see.
Hi, Said. How are you? Long time
I'm
no see.
good, man. I'm good. Welcome back to the Menonverse. Though the World Cup is really unfolding like anything, and
Yeah,
I'm just noticing that every stage we are getting some either heartwarming story of an underdog uh, advancing to the further stages or a big team suddenly crashing out of the World Cup. We saw that happen with Germany, we saw that happen with Spain, and we saw that happen with the favorites, Brazil. So now Brazil is out of the World
Portugal
Cup,
as well.
Portugal as well. So, what is happening, and is this really an underdog's World Cup?
So I think when you talk about it being unfolding, I think it has unfolded now, and
Yeah.
now we are ready for the doomsday.
Hmm.
But what do you think? Since this is the first time you've been following a football tournament very keenly, and you were also watching all the games. So what do you think about it? How has this experience been for you?
Well, to be honest, the group stage matches and all that, yes, I missed a few matches, a lot of them, in fact. Quarterfinals, I started watching almost every match. I was watching the
Yeah.
quarterfinals. The first quarterfinal, which was there, I think that was Argentina versus Netherlands, if I'm not wrong.
Hmm.
And that happened, and it was brilliant, mind-blowingly brilliant. Then the second one happened. I think that was Brazil versus
Croatia versus
Croatia.
Brazil.
Yeah, and we were like, "Oh, okay. This cannot be happening. Brazil is out of the World Cup." I mean, I noticed one thing that the way the underdogs were playing, they would do nothing for the first bit, and then suddenly they would put so much pressure on the opposite side that the opposite side just crumbles. They will make the opposite side just wear them off, and then shoot, and then just out of nowhere they'll be boom into the semifinals. So Croatia
I think
did
this
that.
has been the story of this Cup throughout. That's right,
Hmm.
because Croatia has been doing that, Morocco has been doing that, Japan, we saw them
Hmm.
doing things like these. So the counter attacking strategy. So having a good defense and then counter attacking when they get a chance and then converting that chance. So all these things in a combination, I think worked out for these teams.
Yeah,
And it was really good to watch them play as well,
yeah,
I
and
must say.
to be
Yeah.
honest, I saw the quarterfinals. The first one was, sorry, Brazil and Croatia, in which Brazil lost. Unfortunately, it went
Hmm.
into overtime. It went into
Right.
penalty shootouts, and I
Right.
was like, if this is how the quarterfinals are going to pan out, bring it on! I love it. And then
And then the
we
same day we saw
same day we had
Netherlands versus
Argentina
Argentina
and
later.
Netherlands, which became into a, well, fist fight in the second half, and it was a
Yeah,
very physical game. Again, went into extra time. Again, went into penalties. I mean, brilliant, masterful, and Messi as always, magical Messi. So it has been
yeah.
an amazing journey till now, and when it came to the semis as well, it was beautiful. So overall, this World Cup has every stage, it has just turned up a new leaf. It's like, you know what, you're having fun right now. Wait till we
I
get
think
to the
some
quarters.
terms we can exactly. I think some terminologies we can use for this World Cup are roller coaster,
Yeah,
mind-boggling, surprising, you know,
that's what I
and
expected.
unexpected.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's not what I expected. Yeah,
yeah, we were thinking
not
that
at all.
probably we'll have a Portugal versus Argentina or something in the finals.
Or
No,
maybe Argentina versus Brazil.
Argentina versus Brazil never happened.
Yeah,
I
never
mean,
happened.
I was shocked and surprised at the same time. Very happy for Argentina and France, obviously, but I'm a bit sad for Morocco. I'm a bit sad that the first time the an African nation made it to the semis and they couldn't
Yeah,
make it to the finals. It would have been wonderful if we would have another what do you call, underdog in the finals, like last time we had Croatia. But well,
yeah.
at least we have the third place fight.
But I think now we can't. count Croatia as underdogs because
No.
back to back in two World Cups they have performed very well. This World
Hmm.
Cup they reached semis. The last World Cup they reached finals.
Hmm.
So I think it's all about. It's not about how the individual players do, but it's all about when they come together in their national team and how they perform.
Hmm.
So I think it's more about that. As we saw, they had a brilliant chemistry in both the World
Yep.
Cups,
Yep. Yep.
Croatians and the other teams as well. When we talk about Morocco as well, they had a wonderful journey coming forward and beating giants like Portugal, Belgium, and Spain,
Hmm.
and show a wonderful performance in semis as well.
Yeah. So
You know,
even
yeah,
Morocco did not go down without a fight. I mean, till the
of
very
course.
last moment, even though they were, I think, 2-0 down, if I'm not wrong,
They
or
were 1-0 down,
huh.
and then they were till the first half, and then they were absolutely trying to, score a goal. They had created a lot of chances as well.
Hmm.
But then again, France saw another opportunity. They scored again. So then it became a little one-sided. But they did give a fight. They did
Yeah,
give up
they
a
did
fight
give a
like a
good fight.
semi-finalist.
Hmm.
In
So that was
comparison to the other semi-final, which was Argentina and Croatia, it
hmm.
seemed a little that Argentina was dominating the game. Croatia created a couple of chances, but it was mostly one-sided. They won 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it was a brilliant game, and
it
now
was.
everyone is just pumped up for Argentina versus France.
Yeah.
So
And
much so.
let me
Uh,
tell you, in the first video that we did, we were discussing about group of deaths,
yes.
if you remember, right? And we were talking about a particular group, I think group F it was, which had Belgium, Morocco, and Croatia, and one more team.
Hmm.
But in the semi-finals, two teams from that group came. So that was indeed the group
Morocco
of death.
and Croatia, and both of
Morocco and
them are going to
Croatia.
be playing each other now for
Both
the
of
third
them will
place.
play each other again. They played the first game with each other, which ended up in a draw,
Hmm.
and they'll now compete for the third place. So yeah,
But
and I
this
think it
this
was
can't end
more
up in a draw,
group.
no?
No, this can't because this will
Hmm.
again go in extra time and
Hmm.
penalties because
Hmm.
we'll have to get a third place
Correct.
participant, right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
So yeah, it has been a really wonderful World Cup till now, and I hope it stays that way, and we have a brilliant match tomorrow for the third
yeah,
place, and
that's right.
a blockbuster for Sunday. So I'm just hoping for that. So
Yeah, I think both Argentina and France really deserve to be there because
hmm,
we can't say that it was a fluke for both of them because they
correct.
faced a lot of tough opponents to reach this position. And France reaching for the second
Second.
consecutive time as they're the defending champions. And let me tell you, Siddharth, no team till now has been able to defend this trophy.
Hmm.
The history and France could be the first team, to do it. I don't know. So yeah,
Let's
that will be
let's
very interesting to see.
let's hope they are not able to defend it.
Yeah,
There is nothing to hide here. I am extremely pro Argentina right now. I want Argentina to win.
we both are,
Yeah, we both are.
of course.
So I want that to happen. I hope Messi gets to fulfill his dream. Of course, yes, this is a biased podcast, but I don't care about that.
We
Anyway,
were shy now from you know
yeah,
not
we are not
supporting
trying out.
Argentina.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
talking before we talk about the finals, how have
Yeah.
the quarterfinals and semifinals gone? So, how did you like the matchups? How did you like what has happened? And there were a few controversies as well, especially around the Portugal team. So, and relating to one of well, their captain. So,
Hmm.
what's that all about? What's happening?
So I think let's start with the first day of quarterfinal, which was Brazil, Croatia, and Argentina, Netherlands.
Hmm.
As we saw, both of the first two quarterfinals led to penalties, and then we saw all the drama happening.
Hmm.
And I think the first time when it started, all these controversies was in the Netherlands versus Argentina game,
Hmm.
if you remember. And you were also asking me that why was Messi raised out so much? We are not used to seeing him this way,
See, correct.
and his celebration and what was all that about?
Hmm.
So let me tell you that particular celebration he did like this,
Huh,
if you
correct.
remember, after the goal, and it quickly became trending, and other things. And you were asking me what is it about him and the Dutch manager.
Correct.
So let me tell you briefly what it was about. So the Dutch manager right now was Louis van Gaal.
Hmm.
Okay, so this goes back to the days where he was one of the assistant coaches in Barcelona. He
Hmm.
was there in the Barcelona team once upon a time. And this is all about he has always, from his actions and from his words, disrespected the Argentinian players and teams as well. So there
Okay.
was this player called Riquelme,
Hmm.
Argentinian player, and he was in Barcelona at the time, and he was an assistant manager in
Okay.
Barcelona. He was in the management team, Louis Van Gaal,
Hmm.
and he used to, when they signed this player to Barcelona, he was not very appreciative of, we could not have signed him, and he was always very vocal about him. And he showed from his actions that he did not like this player. He played him in different positions, the positions
Hmm.
which were not suitable for this player. So
Hmm.
things like these happened at that time, and that time also he was like, he's not a team player.
Hmm.
So he never appreciated this player, and that's where it started. And time by time, he just kept saying statements which demeaned the Argentinian players and some South American, Brazil as well, some other teams as well.
Hmm.
So before this quarterfinal as well, he started saying things which, for Messi as well, for the Argentinian team as well,
Hmm.
that he's not a team player and we know how to tackle these guys, and some other things as well.
Hmm.
So we have seen Messi coming to defend his team from time by time, and we talk amongst us that otherwise he's a very calm guy. We also know that a very
Correct.
calm and
Correct.
composed guy. But
Correct.
when we time by time we see this uh, lethal Messi as well, which he never says anything, but then
Hmm.
he shows from his actions. He only did the celebration after scoring the goal, if
Hmm.
you remember, right? So this was all to shut him down. So this celebration was in actually the celebration of that player, Riquelme. He used to
Hmm.
do the celebration. So when he
Oh.
scored the goal, he went to the Dutch bench, and in front of the managing team, he did the celebration. So just to,
Oh.
he never said anything. He just did this celebration to just to, you know,
Spite him a bit.
contradict him,
Yeah.
fight him
Yeah.
a bit.
Got it.
And yeah, so this is all about this. And other things also happened, they were all fighting, and
Oh
Messi
yeah.
was also defending.
Huh.
Yeah,
There was
that.
also this one moment in which Messi, I think, uh, he was being interviewed by somebody, and then he suddenly started saying something in Spanish, if I'm not wrong. And
Hmm.
I don't know to whom he was saying it. Was it to,
After the game, right?
yeah, after the game?
Yeah, so it was in reference to all this only, that whatever happened, that I did not. He basically, what he said is, I did not like the way he spoke about our team, and
Mhm.
it was all about this only. Yeah,
Okay. And
yeah.
what was it about Cristiano? Cristiano was benched. He was
For
he
the
was he was not in the starting 11. Why? Why?
for the for the second time consecutively.
Yeah.
So yeah, this in the if you remember in the round of 16 as well, when they played Switzerland
Hmm.
and Cristiano did not start the game, so
Hmm.
another player called Gonzalo Ramos started instead of
Hmm.
him,
Hmm.
and he scored a trick. They won 6-1. So this manager, I don't know what was in his mind. He's benched Cristiano again in the quarters against Morocco,
Hmm.
but we all saw how that turned out to be. And then he brought him on in the 51st minute in the second half.
Huh. But it
But
was too late.
I think more than it was too late, and more than Cristiano being the kind of player he is, his presence on the field, presence of these players, I think matters so much.
Correct.
Messi, be it Cristiano, the veterans of the game, the veterans of
Hmm.
the team. So I think he should have understood that aspect rather than just bringing a player just to score a hat trick and just starting him in the next game. I think that was a little immature of him. So yeah, I think
To be
you
honest,
never know.
it felt as if he didn't realize the gravity of the game
Gravitas
that
of the
he just took it for granted that it's just Morocco. Oh, we'll win.
yeah.
We are going to win. But what happened was completely different. They
I
didn't
think not
win.
just him. So many people, so many teams underestimated Morocco's
Oh
potential,
yeah,
and
guaranteed.
guess where that led them to
Now,
elimination.
now, now they are going to
So
be playing for the third place, and whereas all those other teams are not nowhere close to them. So
that's
yeah.
true. And I think it's more about these teams, the teams who we call underdogs.
Hmm.
They play, it sees in their game, it sees on their face that they play with the thought in the mind that they have nothing to lose, you know,
Correct.
and
Correct.
it shows in their body language, it shows in their game. They, and the big teams, so-called big teams, we see so much pressure on their faces,
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
they have so many expectations and all that. So I think
Correct.
that is also one of the big factors which we did not see in the faces of Argentina, let's say, or let's say France as well,
Hmm.
although they are big teams, but we saw them playing with their full potential and giving their 110%, if not 100%.
Correct.
So I think that's what matters in a game, in a tournament like a World Cup.
Yeah, you need to show up to the World Cup, and regardless of the pressure, you need to just put in the time, put in the efforts, and just go for it. Give 100% all the time. And plus, there was
Of
one more
course.
aspect that this time, as we discussed in the first edition as well, that the World Cup, this edition of the World Cup is a shortened version. And previously, it was to be like 1.5, 2 months long World
Of
Cup
course, because
championship.
we
Yeah,
discussed as well that this is happening in the winters, in
correct,
November, December,
correct,
and it's happening in the middle of a ongoing football season. So they had
correct.
to make a lot of adjustments to it. Yeah,
Hmm.
you're right.
Yeah, so that also brings up the question of uh, players' fitness and the amount of time that they need to rest
Yeah.
themselves, rest their bodies, recuperate. It matters a lot, especially if you're going to the finals. So,
Hmm.
which is why I also saw that during the Argentina match as well, many players were being substituted towards the end to save their energy
Right.
or
In the
conserve them.
semis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the semis. So they were
And
being
even the
substituted.
France Morocco game, we could actually see the Moroccan players being drained out
Hmm.
in the middle of the game. If you remember,
Hmm.
the defender Saiz was also substituted in 21 minutes.
Hmm.
He was injured as well. But
He had
of
some
course,
injury. Yeah, he had some injury. I
he had
remember
some
that.
previous injury as well. The
Hmm.
last game he suffered from injury. And
Hmm.
of course, other players we could also see that they were like drained out
Hmm.
from playing football in and out. So yeah, fatigue also plays a very important role. And France having a very large depth that we
Hmm.
discussed before as well. So I think they took an advantage of that as well because the player who scored the second goal did not even start till that semis, and he was a substitute for another player who got injured, and he was called on later in the
Hmm.
tournament, and then he came on in his first touch, and he scored the goal. So
That
I
was, I
think yeah,
think, goal in less than 45 seconds or something. That's the one you're talking about, no? Nay.
no. I'm talking about the second goal which they scored in the second half, which a
Okay.
new player, the substitute who came. Let me just catch his name. His name was Kolo Muani.
Hmm.
He just came in the 78th minute and he scored just 1 minute after coming
Yeah, yeah,
as a
that's
substitute.
exactly,
I'm talking about that
exactly.
goal.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it has been
So I think these are the tactics also which also play an
correct,
important part. Yeah,
correct, because if you don't have your best players fit and ready for the big game, then that also reduces your chances of winning the cup. So
that's right.
I just hope best of luck to both the teams, but a bit more for Argentina. A bit biasness, yeah. Finger crossed. Um, Regarding there was a change in the ball, if I'm not wrong.
Hmm.
The ball looks a bit different. We saw
Hmm.
what Al Rihla was looking like. Those light colors, bright colors. Uh, this ball seems to be a bit different, which has they have started using it since the semifinals, if I'm not wrong.
So the semifinals.
Hmm. So
Yeah.
just tell us a bit about that ball.
So there's nothing much there. It's just a tradition followed from the other World Cups, the last World Cups as well. That in the semifinals, it's the same ball, it's the same technology.
Hmm.
It is the same technology as Al Rehla,
Hmm.
but this ball is now can be summed up as a limited edition ball for the semifinals and the final. So this
Okay.
ball is named now as Al-Hilm, which
Okay.
means the dream in
Okay.
Arabic. So
Okay.
this is the same technology, it's the same design. They've just made it a limited edition ball kind of thing.
Okay.
It happens in
Different
all the
livery,
previous
basically.
tournaments as well. Yeah, different livery as well. That's right.
So,
So it happened in the previous World Cup as well. They use a different ball for semis and the finals.
oh, finals, there's going to be a different ball, or it's going to be the same
No,
one?
no, this ball only, Al
This
Hilm
ball.
only. It's the same ball for semis and finals.
Okay. Okay. All right.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah,
So,
nothing much there. It's the same tech only.
got it. Got it.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, before we move on to the predictions for the winners, as we
Hmm.
know that there is a third place match as well, which sadly many people tend to forget because
Of
everyone's
course.
focus is on the finals.
Hmm.
So, between Morocco and Croatia, whom do you think should is going to win the third place in
For
this?
me, Morocco hands down.
Hmm.
Because if it would not have not been for Argentina in the finals, I would have rooted for Morocco
Hmm.
because they have been playing absolutely wonderful. And in the start of the first video, we also discussed the underdogs I was supporting
Hmm.
Senegal and Morocco, all these teams. And Morocco actually delivered on paper. So I think I will be rooting for them, and it will be very amazing to watch them play for one more time
Hmm.
before the final comes. Because the way they played was also actually very splendid, and commendable. So yeah,
Correct.
I think
Correct.
I'll root for Morocco, and I think they deserve as well because not because that they played some good football in the last game, but because their journey to the semi-finals has been absolutely amazing.
Hmm.
They were toppers of their group. They beat Spain. They beat Portugal. And in comparison to Croatia, Croatia has a comparatively, uh,
Stronger team.
easier journey.
Hmm.
Let's say, if not, it was not easy. And I'm just saying comparatively.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, and being the teams they are, you know, being that
And
taking the history also in
and
count.
also, let's not forget, Morocco is the first African nation to make it to the semis.
Of course,
I
first African
mean,
nation. Very
brilliant,
proudly, yeah,
brilliant, brilliant,
brilliant, brilliant
amazing, amazing. So that brings us. So your prediction is Morocco for the third place.
for the third place. How about you?
Well, it goes without any doubt. Morocco, yes, because they have played like anything. They have kicked way above their limit, way above their weight category, bringing down giants like Spain, like Portugal. So, I mean, they deserve it. They absolutely deserve it. Not taking anything away from Croatia. Croatia is
Croatia.
a splendid team, no doubt. But
Hmm.
I think it's about time, as you said, to
Hmm.
take that underdog tag away from Croatia. And now
Exactly,
we can
exactly.
say that Croatia is probably in the big leagues now.
Of course, they have to be. And I think
And
before going forward, since we discussed this is the World Cup of joy, but
hmm,
have been many sorrows as well that we saw a lot of players playing their last World Cup as well.
yes.
Big giants like Luka Modric, Cristiano Ronaldo,
Hmm,
Thiago Silva, Dani Alves, and some other big names as well. It was really sad to see when Cristiano was walking down the dressing room, and you must have also seen that video.
it
And
was
he had tears
sad.
in his eyes.
It
That
was
was
just sad.
no matter who you support, it was really heartbreaking.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Um, I couldn't.
Since
It was
since
really.
you told me one time that you rooted for Portugal, so
I always
what do
do.
you think?
I
Yeah,
always do. And during the Portugal Morocco match, when Portugal lost, sadly, I was really upset. I did not like it at all. I low key, yes, I was very happy for Morocco, but come on, my there is this soft spot for Portugal. I don't know why. But well,
yeah.
the good thing was we at least saw a replica of the Portuguese jersey while they played France. So that was one.
Okay.
The jersey was red and green, so
Hmm.
it looked a lot like the Portuguese jersey, the old Portuguese jersey.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And I
that
think
was
we
good.
all were sad seeing Cristiano leave like that because all these players, Lionel, be it Cristiano, they were all criticized for not performing that well
Hmm.
in the international leagues. although they have the highest goals, they have scored a lot of goals. But when
Correct.
it comes to big tournaments,
Converting.
they've always criticized to
Hmm.
not win. But Cristiano has won a Euro Cup and Messi just won Copa America. But
Hmm.
of course, when it comes to World Cup, they were never able to
Correct.
perform that well as a
Hopefully,
team.
Messi
Individually, they
gets
did
that.
very good. So yeah, that's the point. Hopefully, it's not about Argentina or France per se right now. It's
Hmm.
more about that one man's journey and reaching to another final after 2014. And that time he just carried the team by himself, but now
The
a
entire team is
very
with him.
amazing team has built around him.
Correct.
And I think it will be a clash of the titans. It's not like there is an underdog and there is
No,
a
no,
star
no, no.
team. I think both of these teams. And let me tell you, now if we come to talk about the finals, before that, let me tell you, since you must not be aware, the last time these two teams faced each other
Hmm.
was in the last World Cup itself, in the
Hmm.
2018 World Cup. It was a round of 16,
Okay.
and it was one of the most amazing games of that tournament, the 2018
Oh,
World Cup.
okay.
And France won 4-3. It was again a very interesting and a controversial game. And it
Hmm.
was again a back and forth game. But then again, Mbappe scored a brace as well in that game. So that was a very splendid game. And round of 16 only, France knocked out Argentina, and then they went on to win that World Cup.
Win that World Cup.
And after that, this will be the next time they'll be facing each other.
So I hope history
So
doesn't repeat itself.
I
Again,
hope not.
extremely biased, but I really want Argentina to win.
I think one thing we both can agree, and other people, most of the people will as well, that this 2022 World Cup was not for the weak-hearted.
No, 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 no. Nope, nope,
I
nope,
know, right?
nope,
And
nope,
because
nope.
so many ups and downs and those penalties and everything, I think it has
It
been
was
really splendid.
brilliant. It has been brilliant. And you don't get to know where the time goes. Time literally flies while watching the game. So yes, it does get a bit boring at times when there is nothing
Hmm.
happening, no action is happening. But well,
Yeah.
uh, it's fun. It's fun. Overall, it is fun.
Hmm.
So now with that, let's come to the predictions. Uh,
So I think before the team prediction, let's as we started in the
oh
first
yes, the
video, let's
golden
start
boot,
with the
the golden
right.
ball,
So
the
let's
golden
start with
glove.
the predictions of
Hmm.
all these things as well. So I'll ask you first now.
Okay.
So what do you think? Who will be the player of the tournament? Uh, uh,
Boot.
the golden ball. The golden ball. The golden boot is for the top scorer.
Uh, golden ball. So now it will be between. No, it won't be between France and Argentina itself. No, all the teams will be involved in that, right?
All the teams will be counted, but then again, they have a brownie point for reaching to the finals.
Hmm.
So you can give any answer. You can take from a semi-finalist as well. It can be a Moroccan player as well. You never know. But who do you think would the player of the tournament or the golden ball will be?
Uh, player of the. I'm assuming player of the tournament cannot be a goalkeeper, or he can be.
No, I think if I'm asking about your prediction, you can give an answer according to you, that who you thought
Okay, then I
played
would
wonderfully according to.
go with the Argentine goalkeeper. I forget his name.
Hmm.
Martinez, if I'm not wrong. No,
Emiliano Martinez. Yeah,
Martinez. Yes.
Emi Martinez.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
Martinez for the golden ball.
Hmm.
Golden boot Messi. Because why not?
So
And
let me
he
tell
is
you
the top
right
scorer.
now, it's a tie. It's going on. Both
Mhm.
Mbappe and Messi are on 5 goals each.
Oh,
Yeah. So
okay.
both are playing in the final.
Both can win it.
Both can win it. But
Yep.
right now, I think Messi has an edge because he has 3 assists as well in comparison to Mbappe's 2 assists.
Okay.
So
So by
yeah,
count back, he is leading.
I think so. I think so.
Okay. And
Yeah.
regarding Golden Glove, um,
That best keeper, then again, you named a keeper for the player of the tournament as well. So I think you'll back him up only.
yeah, it only makes sense, no, to back him up. Martinez.
Yeah, because you can't give player of the tournament keeper to someone else and best keeper to someone else.
Correct.
That automatically qualifies for it, right?
Correct. Correct. So these
Yeah.
are my predictions. What about you?
So I think player of the tournament, I'll again give it to. I'm not being biased. I'm just going by what I saw on the field. I think player of the tournament, I'll have to give it to Lionel
Hmm.
because not just because he performed well in the semis. I think, he's the first player in the history of Argentina or in the history of the game as well, which was involved in 4 games at least in the finals. He either scored a goal or gave an assist.
Hmm.
He scored a goal in every game, just short of one game, and that game also he gave an assist.
Hmm.
So right now he's a count of 5 goals and 3 assists. The Golden Boot, I think, then again, if I say Mbappe, because Mbappe and Messi are tied now, so that won't be fair to Argentina because I don't want them to score. So here I'll be a little biased and give it to Messi again,
Hmm.
you know, because I want him to score and Argentina to win. So that goes together, I guess.
Unfortunately, Messi is not a goalkeeper. Otherwise, he would have got the Golden Glove
No,
also.
no, that's not. I'm not. That's what I told you. I'm not being biased. I'm just
Hmm.
going by what I saw these players doing in the entire
Hmm.
tournament.
Hmm.
And I think the Golden Glove, since Emi Martinez, I took his name as well in the starting when you asked me that
Hmm.
who you think the best keeper will be, and I took his name as well. Emi Martinez, but he has been brilliant.
Hmm.
But I think I'll have to give it to Bono, Yassine Bono, the
The
Moroccan
Moroccan,
goalkeeper,
Moroccan. Hmm.
and he has been absolutely amazing,
He
and he
has
did
not
for his team.
conceded, no?
Till semis, they did not concede a goal. They just
Hmm.
conceded one own goal, if you have to take that into account. So
That
they
happened.
just that happened. They just got conceded one goal, and that was just an own goal. So
Okay.
technically, they did not concede a goal till the semis. So I think he has been absolutely brilliant.
Hmm.
So I think I'll have to give it to Yassine Bono. I think one more award they give every year. I think it's the youth player of the tournament.
Hmm.
And the last 18 World Cup, it went to Mbappe. Then when he was a youth player and he was playing his first World Cup. I
Hmm.
think in this World Cup, if you remember, a player from Argentina called Julian Alvarez,
Al- I was about to say Alvarez. I was about to say number 9.
number 9 exactly.
Number
So
9.
before this, the number 9 was
His goal
also.
was. eh, I mean, my goodness. I have
Yeah,
goosebumps
I
right now.
know,
I don't
I
know why.
know, I know this expression. So when we saw that goal, oh my God, the second goal which he scored for Argentina, when he
Brilliant.
you know,
Across, I think, 2 or
dribbled from the
3
half line.
defenders and the goalkeeper.
I think more than that. I think more than
Huh.
that because he took it
He
from
took it
the
from the
half line
half
when.
line and went all the way till the goal. It was
Yes, yes, yes,
brilliant.
absolutely amazing. And I think we'll have to give the young player award to him. I
Okay.
think. What do you think if it comes to
No,
the young player
Alvarez.
award?
Alvarez. Alvarez or probably Fernandez, but Alvarez. I would go. Enzo Fernandez, I think is his name, 24, but I don't think he is a young player
Argentinian,
anymore.
right?
Yeah, Argentinian.
No, Enzo is also young. Enzo is also
Huh.
young.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I know what you mean, right?
Yeah, but brilliant. I mean, and okay,
Enzo is also
and
21, by the way.
oh, both of them are 21, okay?
No, Alvarez 22,
Okay. And what about the teams? You know my answer. It's Argentina.
and you know my answer
It's
since the
Argentina.
starting.
It's Argentina.
So you remember in the predictions as well, the first predictions that we did, we were predicting a Brazil versus Argentina
But then
finals,
it
but then
came out to
again,
be
they
Brazil
were on the
versus
same side of the
Argentina
pool,
could have been semi-finalists.
right?
Never
So
happened.
then we were thinking then Argentina versus Portugal or some other team, but then ultimately it's Argentina France.
Hmm.
And I think not just us, I think majority of the world is rooting for Argentina to win now. They have a lot of expectations now. I hope it doesn't get to their head.
Yeah.
But I think it will complete a full circle and it will be a beautiful journey to tell, not just of Lionel, but of the whole team.
Hmm.
That there was a time that they were, performing very poorly and they were failing from finals back to back. And Messi retired also from after one Copa America
Football.
performance
Yeah.
when he missed a penalty. So I think they've went through a lot, and I think as a team also they deserve to win this because the last World Cup winner for Argentina was Maradona.
Hmm.
So I think it was '86, and it has been a while now. I think they deserve one.
A while. It has been a long, long way.
Exactly.
Almost 40
It's
years.
been a long wait,
Almost
almost 40
40 years.
years. It has
Yeah.
been a long wait.
So yeah, they absolutely deserve it. They should get it. Hope they play an amazing game as they have been playing throughout the World
Yeah,
Cup. and hope for the best. And Sunday 8:30 p.m. if I'm not wrong, the match is.
Sunday 8:30 p.m.
I'm
That's right. 8:30
really
IST.
happy. I'm really happy it's not at 12:30, because I want to watch the match while I'm not half asleep. And it,
I understand.
but I think Argentina matches, you don't fall asleep. You are up. And
That's right.
I remember even Argentina versus Croatia and Argentina versus Netherlands also. Till the time the ball was in Argentinian feet, I was very happy. As soon as it used to
Hmm.
go to the opposition, I was like, no, 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 you can have the ball, but don't score it. No? Don't score. Don't score. You can do an own goal and all that. That is completely fine. Just don't score. So yeah,
I think
it's
it's more about the individual. I totally agree with you because the way they play,
hmm,
their style of playing, their tactics of playing, that is also very amazing to watch. So I
hmm.
think it's all about that. We all would love to watch some beautiful passing and beautiful football going on.
Correct, correct,
So
correct.
that's true. I totally agree with you.
So yeah, so brilliant World Cup till now, and I hope it just goes like this only. It doesn't stop. And yeah, and I'm just excited for the finals, to be honest. And Messi has
I don't
also
know what.
announced that it would
Hmm.
be his last finals, his last
Last
World Cup,
World Cup, last World Cup.
last
I
World
think
Cup.
yeah, he has, and that has made us more nervous. I think he never gets nervous. We only are nervous before his penalties as well, and he's
Y-
as calm as a cucumber.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you know,
Because I noticed one more thing I noticed, which we discussed on text as well. Uh, the number 10 jersey, it's not given, it's earned. I saw
yeah,
all of the players. So be it Messi, be it Mbappe, be it Neymar Jr., all of them were brilliant,
yeah,
masterful. All of them have superb skills. You saw I saw Mbappe in the last match, France
hmm,
versus Morocco. The speed, the
hmm,
the the presence he has on the field,
hmm. If you
and
remember, he played a great role in hitting the second goal. He was
sorry.
surrounded by 5, 6 defenders, and then he
Y-
he played a significant role in creating the second goal, where
hmm.
he was surrounded by a lot of players, and then he gave the assist
Yes,
to
yes,
the
yes.
scorer, Colomboy.
Yes,
Yeah,
so it's brilliant. I mean, these number 10 players are absolutely amazing. So the skill set they have, and Messi at 35, he's not playing as a person who is 35. He's playing as a guy who's probably 25, 26 years of age. The way he dribbles
he
the
deserves the
ball.
Young Player Award as well, if you ask me.
Yeah, definitely. He's the Fernando Alonso of football, I think. He never quits. He
Yeah,
just never quits. It's brilliant. I just I mean I've been watching Messi videos, Messi magic videos all on YouTube, and it's just that how does he do it? How, I mean, I saw a clip in which it was a Barca match. The other guy was holding him. He was just
mm.
letting go, leave me, and his eyes were on the ball. He was still dribbling. He fell
I think
down.
the only way to just stop him is just hold him and put him down. Otherwise, he's
That
not the
also
one to
doesn't
stop.
work, no? That also doesn't work. When he was down, also then
He
also he's
never goes
dribbling
down.
the ball.
He gets up.
He gets up and he
He's
runs off.
absolutely. I think as we discussed before as well, also that we can go on
We
and
can
on
actually
talking about
go
him,
on and on and on and
and
on
and
about
we
this.
decided on this as well that after this World Cup ends, we are going to do a
We are going to
video
do
on
a
just
Messi
Messi
appreciation thing.
alone.
Yeah, yeah.
We did an audio, but I think
Hmm.
we really need to do a video as well,
We'll do a
talking
video.
about his great moments and what is to come. And
Yes.
we'll get more points also after this World Cup final, hopefully.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fingers
So
crossed.
that's about it for today's session, for today's podcast. It was fun having to chat with you about the World Cup, and it's always fun to learn new
It's
things.
always fun. Yeah.
By the way, your when you taught me about offside, now I know what offside is. So whenever I'm watching the match, whenever the referee blows the whistle, I'm like, "Huh, offside.
Hmm.
It's an offside. It's an
Yeah.
offside."
It's an offside. It's
So
flag raised.
yeah, so I'm understanding these techniques now. So
So I
which
think
is a
it's
very
more
good thing.
fun when you once you get to know the technical rules as well. It's more fun to watch so that
Correct.
you understand why the game has been stopped and other things as well.
Yeah. So
So when we come to the predictions, both are rooting for one particular team. But when I have to ask you what the score will be, the final score when 90 minutes happen, what do you have to say?
2-1 in favor of Argentina.
Hmm.
Because, well,
You won't
France.
believe you won't believe if I tell you I had the same score line in my mind, a 2-1 score line.
So 2-1 is the score which I believe it's going to
Hmm.
happen, and I'll also go out on a limb and say that Argentina will score the first equalizer. Sorry, France will score the first goal.
First goal. Hmm.
Argentina will score the equalizer. We'll all be thinking that, oh, it's going to go into extra time and whatnot. 90th minute, boom, Messi magic. It happens 2-1, we win it. So that's what's going to happen. That's my feeling. I hope it happens.
I think if your statement comes true, you can get whatever you want from me.
Done. I have
Done,
it on
done.
recording now. Okay.
Of course. On record,
Done.
we are saying this. This will go live.
Done. Done.
Done,
Done.
done.
Then I think that's all about we have time for. Thanks a lot for
Yes.
joining in. Uh,
Thanks to you.
we'll have another session after the finals are done, and
Sure, sure.
hopefully we should be wearing white and sky blue. If not, uh,
Viva la Albi Celeste.
yeah, so be it. We'll enjoy it. Hmm, take it.
Of course, of course. And it was great making this series of World Cup videos. And we hope to, make more football videos and other
Yes,
sports as well.
yes,
We'll
we'll
have
do
to
that.
cover other things as well. Yeah.
Yes, we'll
So,
do that.
yeah, we'll do that.
Thanks a lot, Sarthak. Thanks for joining in. A pleasure as
Thank you, sir.
always.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Thanks a lot, man.
Of course.
Bye bye. Take care.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye. All the best.
To you too.
Yeah.